My name is Kyle, and I'm finally submitting my video question to you after procrastinating for some time. I kind of felt the impression to do this before the first video that you reviewed, but like I said, I'm a bit of a procrastinator. Sometimes I lack motivation to do things, and I think that's mostly just because I'm a little bit lazy. But after seeing how you did with George's video, I felt I need to get up off my hind end and actually start doing it and take action, so to say. First of all, I want to start off by saying thank you very, very much for your videos and your education. I felt like I was meant to receive those. It's been a very good educational supplement to my practice. I started off, I've been practicing since 2003. Started with Wicca and kind of branched off from there. I got into hoodoo, some Western ceremonial. I've basically been all over the occult field, learning this, that, and the other. And I think right now I'm focusing more on Western ceremonial magic. I don't really consider myself Wiccan. I do classify myself as pagan. Simply because I just like the umbrella term. And I don't like myself being narrowly defined by just one single thing. My question mostly involves the placement of my planet within my natal chart. Now, I'm not expecting you to do a full treatment of my natal chart like you did with George. I'm mostly concerned with just two planets in their positions, mostly my Venus and Mars. And that's because in watching some of your videos, you did mention that best way to find your purpose is to take your Mars and your Venus in their sign and their houses and put those two things together. And that's pretty much what I did. And I reviewed different sources for natal charts, and I came across what I think was the most accurate. And to give you a little bit of information about myself, bear in mind I'm dyslexic. My sunshine, my sun sign is Virgo. My moon sign is Virgo as well. Both my moon and sun are in Virgo. My Mars and Venus are both in Libra, and this is where I get my confusion, because both my Mars and Venus are in the same sign. They're in different houses, but they're in the same sign. They're both in Libra. So, how would I go about putting those two things together? My Mars is in my 9th house, and that corresponds, from what I can understand and learn, with higher education, spiritual endeavors, learning in general. And that fits perfectly. In fact, when I did my natal chart and I came across that and found out that Mars is what you have a passion for, it kind of was a slap in the face. It's like, well, yeah, that fits. Because I've always been educationally oriented. I've always wanted to learn more things. I've had a higher sense of spirituality. When I was a kid, I told my mom I either wanted to be a teacher, preacher, or something, and then I evolved into wanting to be a writer. And I still want to be a writer. I'm just kind of lacking a bit of motivation. And I think that's mostly because I kind of gotten a little bit lazy with myself. Now, the thing I wanted to get a little bit more clarity on with these placements is my Venus is in my 10th house. And I'm kind of drawing a little bit of a confusion there because I'm trying to understand exactly what the 10th house represents. Everything that I've come across tells me that the 10th house is all about social success or public image. I guess maybe putting it together in one nutshell, it would be reputation, I guess. That's my guess. Well, it has to deal with your social... I'm guessing it deals with your social interactions and success in those endeavors, or success with people in the public in general. So I'm trying to figure out how would I put those two things together, especially with both of them being in the same sign. Now, I'm not asking you to tell me what my purpose is supposed to be, and that's for me. Like you said, it's for me to figure out, and I'm pretty sure I've got most of the equation down. I'm very sure that whatever my purpose is supposed to be, it's going to be educational related. Rather, it's going to be either teaching or learning or sharing of knowledge in general. That's at least half of it. I'm very, very sure of it. And I've always had that idea, even before I came across any of this. I've always felt that I was meant to share knowledge or participate in some sort of education of some sort. What I would like to, I guess what I'm looking for, I'm looking for an external perspective on this planetary placement, because I'm kind of drawing a blank about it. I mostly want to know, what does it mean to have Venus in your 10th house while it's in Libra, while you also have Mars in your 9th house in the same sign. And I think if I get a little bit more clarity on that placement, I'll get a better idea of how best to pursue my purpose and the means by which to go about it. I am aware that Libra does have associations with justice, law, judicial systems, and whatnot, because the scales, the balance. I really don't like the idea of doing legal education or becoming a lawyer. I honestly don't think that is what it's meant to be. But if it is what it is. And like you didn't feel like you really didn't want to do the videos at first. I don't think I really would want to become a lawyer. That's just not in it for me. I think my purpose would be in other directions, but I would just like a perspective other than my own to get a better idea of this whole idea. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my natal information in case you want to reference it. Just for references, like I said before, I'm not looking for you to do a whole breakdown or analysis of my natal chart. I know your time is very valuable, and you really don't have time to do people's natal charts, and I know a lot of people ask you to do those, and I'm really not trying to go that route. I just want to get a better understanding of this placement and what it would mean for me in my pursuit. But yeah, I'll give those informations in case you want to reference to that. And I thank you very, very much for any time you can give to this video at all. I have subscribed to your Laws of Magic 3rd Cycle course. I do have the I did purchase the Manifesting Reality course as well, and it was very informational, and I thank you very, very much for all of that, and I'm very excited to start this 3rd cycle of the Laws of Magic. I'm especially excited I would like to learn more about this whole law of contract and consent, since I haven't been able to find anything about it, but I think it might be important in understanding the workings of this corporate environment that we live in, so to say. Just a little extra out there. But okay, anyway, I'm going to cut this short. I don't want this to be a ramble. Like I said, thank you very, very much, and peace and blessings.